Hi everybody, I'm Alan and I would like to discuss about a topic that most of you might have heard before. Our handwriting reveals our personality traits. First of all, I'm very glad to speak about this topic as there are some people who still believe in it in some parts of the world, especially in France. Graphology is analysis of physical characteristics and patterns of handwriting with attempt to identify the writer's psychological state at the time of writing, or in some cases evaluating one's general personality itself. It's also called as character reading, as it is basically reading one's character based on the handwriting they possess. The founder of this concept is Camillo Baldi. He also inspired Mikan with his ideas, who later coined the term graphology in 1875. Mikan is also the father of analytical approach, which means evaluating one's signs of writing, including slants or size of the letters. Next is space between your words. If you're leaving large spaces between your words, that means you are a guy who enjoys freedom or who tends to be alone, or and if you're leaving small space in between, that means you're a guy or a person who enjoys company. That means a guy who spends time with his or her friends rather than being alone. Which direction does your writing slants to? If it's slanting towards right, that means you should be an introvert, and if it's towards left, it should mean that you are an introspective. And if you have different slants in the same page, and if you're writing all of those writings in the same time, that means you're unpredictable. Now, at the time of writing, if your lowercase l has a white loop, that means you are relaxed and spontaneous. And if it's a narrow one, that means you're a guy who restricts yourself. And something which I found funny is I don't have any loop in my lowercase l, as this is a concept that people still believe in it. I think that should be able to explain each and everything, which do not in my case. How large your capitals are. If it's large, then it means you have big egos. And if you have pointed letters, that means you are an intelligent. And how quick you are in writing. If you are too quick, you don't like to waste time. And if you do use too much punctuations, that means you are emotional. And if you have an open O instead of the closed O, that means you are a social one. And if you have connected letters, that means you are logical. When I judged myself according to graphology, this is what I got. I am an outgoing personality and sometimes I'm focused, because my letters are sometimes large and sometimes medium. I tend to be alone because I leave huge spaces between my words. And I do have pointed letters, so I should be an intelligent person. I hate wasting time. I really do. And I'm not emotional, which I don't believe because I was a person who even cried yesterday. And this is the part I hate most. I'm not logical. Okay? But doesn't make sense. Earlier it said I'm intelligent, now it's saying I'm not logical. So why did people believe in it? First of all, it has appearance like science. If somebody's talking to you like, oh, your writings tend towards right, so it should mean something. And if you're leaving huge spaces, it should mean something else. And if you sing like that, he is sounding like a scientific guy. So anybody is hearing him believe he's talking science. So it has an appearance of a science, which is actually a pseudoscience. And it's also believable because it's based on theories by psychologists and the founder of analytical approach of psychology called Jung. So people believe it in it. When individuals start to learn writing, most of them look like the same. Their handwriting looks the same. But over and over again, when they spend years on writing, each one will have a unique handwriting. So it's just like a fingerprint or like iris of the eyes or anything that's unique to a particular person. So when somebody is judging you based on your unique character, it does make sense and it's still believable. And there are some people who still believes in it. And why is it questioned now? Because it has no proof. And second thing, it's a form of pseudoscience. And the most important thing is we do have evidence against it. And one way it has been tested is by having multiple graphologists analyzing the same handwriting sample. And when this was done, graphologists all provided different personality traits. When they analyzed the same handwriting, different people came out with different things. They could not come to a common conclusion. So this was a very important evidence against this concept. All these are my references. Thank you, friends, for your time and have a wonderful day.